guys, what's up? Welcome back. Or welcome if this is your first time here. I'm Kelly, Tabitha's Bones Collector Keen.
I'm Jazzy, goddamn forest full of nightmares shamanic.
And I'm Dawn. Is it always like this, Glenn? Yes, it is always like this.
Yes. We are doing our season 3, our rewatch of season 3 of From right now. We were actually about to start doing a rewatch of something else, but a promotion for From season 4 has really been amping up, and I think that the premiere date is going to be announced any day now. I'm certain of it. So we figured this would be a good time. With the new format of our episodes have been a lot shorter, which is great. But with From, there is so much to talk about. This show is just fantastic, and I had just forgotten how good it is.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
But we are talking today about episode 3, titled Mousetrap. Why don't we start with our LVPs, or our Jazz? Who are you putting in the box this week?
My person going in the box is, it's not a person, it's just an item, and it is Tabitha's wig. I don't know why it was so bad in this episode. It didn't bother me at all in the first 2 episodes, but in this, it was so off. I don't know if it was just like not put on correctly during some of the shoot or what, but it was just like so wiggy in this episode. It was distracting, and I've never had that problem with her character.
I didn't even notice, honestly.
No, I'm bad about that. I once you like lock in on what the difference between a good and a bad wig is, you can't stop seeing it.
I mean, nothing can. I can't imagine it's anywhere near as bad as Julie's in the finale.
Not quite.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, and it's just this episode. It's not in the previous 2, so I don't know what the deal was, but yeah. Into the box.
Why was she wearing a wig? Had she cut her hair or something?
I think she was trying to show the passage of time, maybe, because like when they first find her, she's like all dirty and her hair's really long and her highlights have grown out real low, even though they've really only been there for like a month. So I'm thinking it's just a longer, like it's supposed to be unkempt kind of, where she was in the forest and in the hospital, but now that she had a nap and a bath, she's still wearing this unkempt version of her. I don't know if she normally wears a wig or not. I would assume not, just because her hair normally looks incredible. Yeah. But definitely she is in this episode, and it looks bizarre.
Yeah, those Matthews women really have enviable hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful.
Hannah Cherami has some of the most beautiful hair I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God.
She's a gorgeous person.
Yeah. All right, so you're putting the wig in the box, huh? I am putting in the box, and this is appropriate because in the last episode that we covered, episode 2, Jade said that he used to play a lot of dress up. So I'm putting Jade in the box. So, he can have some fun, and maybe he can style up the wig and make it look better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm putting Jade in the box for being a whiny little baby in this episode.
He's a little up his own butt, which is not unusual for Jade, but
yeah.
It's a lot.
I mean, when he's out annoying Dale, that's pretty bad.
Right? Why go? Like, why go on the berry picking trip if you know you're not going to pick berries and just be...
But hey, his sketches came in handy later.
It's true.
So, but
it's true.
I mean, I'm guessing he was sketching them because he thought it was important to do that, and he wasn't just like trying to blow off his tasks. But yeah, he was a little baby about the whole thing, and it's like, Jesus Christ, can you stop drinking for 2 seconds?
God. I need to be back to my whiskey and crazy person strings.
Oh my
Can't sit
god.
here.
Oh, Jade. I love him, but yeah, he's in the box this week. Dawn, what about you?
Matching Jade's energy, it's Dale. Fine. And the fact he was making, I'm going to blame Dale for Donna being so horrible to Boyd for like 3 episodes in a row. It's all Dale's fault. He's just annoying Donna, and then she's passing it on to Boyd. If you draw straws to go and do a job, and he still managed to find an issue with that.
Right?
There's nothing more fair than that. Get with it.
But yeah, but of course,
straws.
but of course, he thinks it's rigged.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
pulled your own freaking straw, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah. He subconsciously rigged it against himself.
Yeah.
All right, Jazz, who gets your pancakes this week?
Pancakes this week is going to Bacta. I know she's not in the episode very much, but I just really love the fact that she saw what Ethan was doing and how he was processing his grief, and she stayed with him and helped him. It's just really beautiful. Like, she doesn't even really know Ethan. She's technically only been in town for a couple days. It's just really sweet that she sees that this kid is struggling with his grief and stays to make sure he's okay and help him out. And nobody else is thinking about the diner, which is understandable. Was probably much harder for everyone else, having known Tianjin longer. But I thought it was a really really beautiful moment, and we don't get enough Bacta, so I wanted to celebrate her.
Yeah, and I like that they made her likable this season, because she kind of got everyone's nerves last season.
She didn't start off great.
Yeah, no, she didn't. But yeah, they made her likable this season. So I would totally support her and Boyd getting together.
Me too.
He needs a girlfriend. My pancakes, I'm splitting them this week because I couldn't decide. They are being split between Christy for being a fucking boss again, like she always is, and while she's got her leg in a fucking bear trap, and Hilly for trying to make Fatima feel like less of a weirdo. I think that was really important.
I like that she's like, maybe it's just Pica and not a belly full of demons. It's all kinds of crazy stuff that happens when you're pregnant. Oh, come on, girl.
Yeah, I'll and you know what? I'll even be nice and I'll throw in a few eggshells in with the pancake too. She can lick all the eggshells she wants. Dawn, what about you?
I have gone with Henry, even though there are some actions he does which are questionable. But I liked that it was so, once he got on track with what Tabitha was saying, that he was so open with everything about all that he'd gone through, not just in terms of having lost them, but everything about his relationship with Miranda, and telling her, about them dropping acid, and about the fact that the bottle tree, and which, by the way, when I was typing bottle tree, I mistyped it as Boyd tree, and I was like, "Ooh, have I created a new theory?" The Boyle tree. Yeah, I just thought he was so open. Once he had found some little thing that he could hold on to, he was so open with Tabitha, and I really liked that.
Yeah, that was cool.
We really have to wonder if he ever got to talk about any of this with anyone, especially considering they disappeared in the 70s. It's not like he's going to go to therapy.
Yeah, I mean, he told Tabitha that, I forgot what it is that he said to her, but he said that, I think it was about the last thing that he said to his kids, and he's like, I've only told one person that, and it was that
was about the tower, the children in the tower.
Yeah, he only told the investigator.
Yeah,
and he died over 20 years ago.
Yeah. So this was probably, once he realized that Tabitha wasn't full of it, I mean, it must have been kind of a relief for him to like have somebody to talk to
He
about that.
probably hadn't talked about them in 20 years because there was nobody to talk to about it. So that's huge. I hadn't really thought about that. Yeah, 20 years is a long time.
It's really, it's so sad when you think about it. Everyone thought that he disappeared his family, and he got a gun probably for protection because people were like coming
everybody
after
just
him.
assumed it was him. They just
Yeah.
assumed, yeah, he's still there, they're not. So he would have been completely ostracized from society.
Oh
That's
yeah,
really
for
sad.
sure.
That's so sad to think about.
He can't leave because what if they come back?
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Yeah.
like all of his neighbors think that he's a murderer. So tragic.
Yeah. And when you think about everything that he's been through, and then this woman shows up with Victor's lunchbox, like you kind of understand why he was just like, "Get the fuck out of here!" What?
Yeah.
You know?
Especially in this
here, girl.
in this day and age, you know, it could be like a glory hunter, weirdo, internet troll kind of thing, you know. Obviously, in their world, the internet is as bad as it is here. You could immediately assume it was some person come to dig up the past and try and trick me into it or something, to confessing for a podcast. I've been very down our podcast. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. She's someone from the Citizen Detectives Reddit. Let's go to our bottom 5. Jazz, what's your number 5?
My bottom 5 is a repeat from the previous episode, and that is Boyd's plan is not good. I don't understand. I'm really glad that Cautry's ghost is there, or whatever apparition is there, to give him shit, because it is a terrible plan. Everyone really went off on that tangent of he's gonna build a trap and they're gonna interrogate one and blah blah blah, and like I had someone argue with me that, like, why else would it be called Mousetrap? And I was like, because of Christie's leg.
Yeah,
like it's literally that's not like. But anyway, it's just such a terrible idea. Like, there's no way that that's going to work in a way where people are going to survive the encounter.
Yeah.
I know it's just grief and anger and wanting to strike back after everything that he's been through. Koch even says, like, as a military tactician, you have to no, that's like the dumbest possible plan you can make. I normally think Wood's so much smarter. Everyone has a bad day.
Yeah, for sure. My number 5. It's funny. I put this on my list, but I also liked it enough that I almost put it on my top 5. And that was it was like a bottom and a top moment for me. And that was Ethan talking about Tabitha, finding Tabitha's remains.
Are they gonna know it's hers? It's just gonna be bones.
I was like, yeah, this kid is so fucked up that this is normal for him to bring up. You would think that he even if he had that thought, you would think that he would be too sad about it to actually say that out loud. But he was just like, it was such a weird moment. I was just like, oh, really, Ethan? Come on, don't be so morbid at breakfast, dude.
Yeah, not the best breakfast combo.
All right, John, what about you? What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Tabitha's car sickness. Was that real car sickness? Or was that did they just go, we need a way for her to open the glove-box? Quick, let's think of something. There's crackers in there. Which, I don't know, the whole thing was really random to me. I was like, I thought it was
Who keeps crackers in their glove box?
For 20 or like
weird.
Was it something that Miranda had? You know, was Miranda car sick? But I was like, ooh, 20-year-old, 40-year-old crackers, not very nice.
I think, Dawn, I think it was you that I was telling this to. I can't remember. I could be wrong, but I recently accidentally ate a 2-year-old mini Baby Ruth and I spit it out, and I didn't realize it was super old.
Oh,
And
no.
I found it in the cabinet. I thought it tasted like Play-Doh. Not that I ate a lot of Play-Doh as a kid or anything.
Tasted like Play-Doh smells.
Who hasn't tasted a bit of Play-Doh? I mean,
Yeah, it was freaking disgusting. And that's a candy bar, which you would think would hold up longer than crackers. That's hilarious.
they're
If
not
they were,
even.
like,
It was an open package of crackers that had been twisted closed. That is one of the most unhinged things I've seen in someone's car. Maybe he gets car sick often. I don't.
Wasn't
I
she
can't
touring
stand
the
it.
place in a motorhome? Wasn't she touring
Right.
America in a motorhome?
oh my
So
god.
weird.
Why was she car
So
sick?
bizarre.
Like, couldn't they've just had her say, "Have you got a tissue?" or something?
Yeah,
You know?
that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Lots of people keep tissues in their glove box.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, no,
I
no
have to
crackers.
sleep with saltines just in case I have chili later.
Jazz, number 4. What's your number 4?
Number 4, Jim's reaction to Ethan's creepiness, and him flipping. He's like, "I've made you gruel, children. Like, praise me for my parenting. I'm here to feed you for once." I get that he's on edge and that his wife is missing, and the un-Thomas stuff is happening, which is crazy, but that kid is so traumatized, and he just lost one of the people that he's closest to in this town. You know, they've built this little family together, and like, he loves Yin Chen. He thinks his mom is dead. He thinks Victor is mad at him. He just needs a tiny bit of sympathy and support, and Jim is just so incapable of parenting. the reaction is, even like, it's minor. It's so violent for the moment. You can't hold on to your temper for 2 minutes while you let your kid be a little weird after everything he's been through.
Yeah.
Julie even told him Ethan almost died in the last episode, and because he wasn't there. And you're still gonna yell at him right now? You're so lucky he's even alive.
I don't know.
Thanks
I
to
give him a little
you.
bit of grace for that. I give him a little bit of grace for that because I
say I get that it's like a tense moment, but ugh.
Yeah. I mean, it was granted, Ethan has been through a lot of fucked up shit, but it was just a really fucked up thing to hear from your kid, and it just probably freaked him the fuck out. I mean, it was just a total overly emotional, instinctual thing. This is another episode actually where I thought Ian Bailey was really good. He's a character, he's a good actor, but he hasn't gotten a lot of moments to really show his talent in this show.
Yeah.
Episodes
2 and 3, he had some really good moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks that he went off on Ethan like that, but I give him a little bit of grace because it's just such a fucked up situation.
I think it's a really hard thing to play. It's easy to play a big over-the-top villain, and it's easy to play a good guy. But he has to just draw that line where you're like, yeah, he's a good guy, but also what a douche. And I think that's a really tough line to balance, and I think he does it so well.
Yeah, for
Agreed.
sure. My number, this is 4, right? Yeah.
4.
My number 4 is the Henry and Tabitha car scene. It was just very weird. I didn't quite understand Tabitha's reaction. I get a lot of stuff was happening at once. The song that was playing because the tape was jammed in there, and the bracelet and everything. I get that it was freaking her out, but why would you want to get out of the car? What's the sense in trying to get out of the car? And then he's fucking driving, and he's like wrestling with her to stay in, which I mean, in fairness, was probably the best thing he could do at that point, because He didn't want her jumping out of a moving car. I don't know. It was weird. It seemed like a lot of unnecessary chaos.
He's the one who wanted to go. It's not like he was luring her there.
I know.
He was trying to get her to stay home and rest.
I know.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, I had that as my number 3, but I'll switch so I can say the same thing, kind of thing. What you said is like, how does her getting out the car do anything? She doesn't. Yeah. She's not going to break the spell. She's not going to. It's not like this all started in the car or anything. You know what I mean? It just seemed a weird idea that she had to get out the car and she wasn't going to go, oh, look, I'll just go to sleep and I'll wake up back there or do something. But I just thought getting out of the car was the weirdest part of it. It didn't make sense to me. Yeah. I would have thought with the cracker scene and this scene, it's the first time in From where I've thought what I would have done. And I would have just had her freaking out and flailing. And so he's trying to calm her down so he's not looking. And that's how they get hit. I think that would have been more realistic, unless I didn't like the feeling, as a woman, I didn't like the feeling of him going, no, you're staying in the car. And we know he's a good guy, but that doesn't make him look like a good guy. When so I think it would have been better if it was just total accident that he's trying to calm her, she's freaked, and getting in his vision, and that's how they crash. So yeah, I had it higher at number 3 because of those issues. It was several issues at once, but it just didn't click for me.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's totally her fault they end up back there.
Yeah.
Which
I honestly think was the plan all along.
Yeah.
I think that Frumville sent her out of there and put her in Camden, Maine, so she would bring
him back. Yeah.
Jazz, what's your number 3?
I just have it Tippy Hedren. That freaking bird, dude. What? Why? How does it know? Like, how do they know what card she was going to turn out? This show. That scene is so creepy and gross. Yeah.
The blood, for some reason, the blood on the lampshade really freaked me out, and I don't know why.
Just like this bird beating itself to death on the wall.
I know. I know.
So gross.
It was sad, and I absolutely adore corvids, so I don't want to see that happen.
They're cuties.
Did I think I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I actually got a crow collar, and I've been trying to call crows.
Oh,
I really want to make some crow friends.
I would die to have crow friends.
They're so awesome. Crows are one of the coolest, smartest, most fascinating animals.
Yeah,
I love them.
I love this. There's a few there's a couple on Instagram who do the talking animals buttons, because you can train crows so well. So I believe that was a real trained crow. A stunt crow.
Stunt crow. Yeah.
Dude, they are so smart. They'll take like nuts, like walnuts or something, and fly up to a telephone pole or a street light or something, and then drop them on the ground and wait for a car to run them over.
Yeah.
Like, that's so smart. Like, how is an animal that freaking smart?
Yeah. It's like they'll drop, if there's I've seen the experiments with a tall thing of water, and it's, the food is at the bottom, and they'll go and put stones in until it raises the water up so they can drink it.
Yes. Genius. I'm so sorry about this crow tangent here, but
channel.
I'm actually in a crow subreddit, because I just love them so much. And I remember reading a story where this woman, she had made friends with some crows. She'd been feeding them and everything, and they'll bring you stuff.
Yeah.
She said she would talk to them, and there was this one crow that would try to mimic her, and they would talk to each other. And I don't know how she knew it was a male, but he would talk back to her, and then she didn't see him for a while. And then he came back and he had a baby crow with him. And the baby crow tried to talk back, and the father crow shut it down. He didn't want his offspring talking to her.
Better romantic relationship than one you have with Chat GTP, anyway.
Yeah.
This is my crow boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so fascinated by crows.
Me too. Okay, so yeah, number 3.
Okay. My number 3 was, I think one of you just said a little bit ago that you understood their point of view, but I don't know. I just thought Dead Khatri was being a dick.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I didn't say I understood his view, but I was glad he was there to just tell Boyd to his face how bad his plan was.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah, I don't know if I started calling him Dead Dick Khatri in season 2 or season 3, but man, and it makes sense that he's a dick because he's kind of like Boyd's conscience, and Boyd is really hard on himself.
Yeah.
And Dead Khatri is such a dick.
He's so mean.
I know. He really is. He's an asshole. I would love to see Boyd just punching him in the face. Somebody walks in and they just see him punching air. Oh man. So that's my number 3. Dawn, what about you?
Mine is Tilly using tarot cards. What part of living in a hellscape made you think, let's mess with the spirits a little bit? Tilly, think about it. For goodness sake, not a good idea.
Yeah, bad idea.
Let's contact the spirits. You don't need to. They come outside your house every night. Just shout out and ask them.
There are rat tat-tatting on your cellar door.
No
Hey, what do
kidding.
you think?
Oh, by the way, I just want to add one more thing about the crow. As much as I love crows, fuck that crow for my poor sweet little baby Elgin was finally getting some sleep, and that fucking crow ruined his much needed sleep.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sorry, Elgin is. I love Elgin so much.
Yeah, me too.
He's my sweet little baby, my sweet little one-eyed baby.
Poor little guy.
I know. Hey, Jazz, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Jade taking apart the icon. And nothing came of it. People were freaking out about it all season, and nothing came of it. But I still think something might.
Oh, me too.
I think that was a terrible idea. I understand the need.
Yeah.
But then did they put it back? I don't think they probably put it back, right? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, also keep in mind that I forgot who said it, but one of them made a comment about was this to keep something out or to keep something in?
Yeah.
And there's that lake there. And the painting of the giant sea monster.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's so much protective magic going on in this place, and I don't know what the other solution is or what else they could have found to get Christy's leg out, but fuck, that was a terrible idea, man. Come on.
Yeah, for real.
It's gonna lead to spookies at some point.
Yeah, no, I get it. I would hope that he put it back. Yeah, my number 2 was Dale being a fucking baby, complaining that that the draw was rigged. I loved Jade telling him to shut the fuck up, and the way he delivered it was so fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you shut the fuck up? But yeah, him being a total baby was very frustrating. hilarious because that's what you expect from him, and so in a way, you kind of want that from him. You want him to be as Dale as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, John, what about you?
Yeah, mine is, I've written down Jim's soup freak out. I like it in the sense of, I think it was really clever because it was highlighting the way that men do chores at home. Like, oh, I'll cook the food then, will I? And I'm giving you this food, now eat it. And then when the kid complains and is distracted by other things, then, well, what was the point of me cooking then? You know, it was
The
totally
drama.
it was totally the male thing of when they're forced to look after their babysit their own children. It made me think of that, and I know that wasn't actually what was going on in that scene, but I thought it was really funny that, and that was how it came across. Yes, there's trauma and everything, but it was like, I had to cook for you.
Yeah, that's
I
how it
know.
hit me too.
Yeah.
I think I just took it personally.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
heated
man.
like a can of damp vegetables for your children,
Yeah.
and then like are mad that they aren't like thrilled with it. Julie
I hope
also
it
just
works
doesn't
out.
eat, so
Yeah.
there's that.
I
Oh,
hope he
man.
cleaned it up.
Oh,
All
he
right,
did.
Jazz.
He left that for Tabitha.
All right, Jazz, what's your number one?
My number one is just Dale in general. He sucks. He always sucks. Every scene that he's in, he's the worst. He does have my favorite line of this episode, but other than that, everything about Dale is terrible all the time.
Yeah. Oh, was it the creepy voodoo tower line?
No, it's in my top five. So
Oh, okay, gotcha.
we'll come back around to it.
All right. Yeah, mine is just it's repetitive, but it's still Boyd having gym brain and
Yeah.
wanting to catch a creature. It's just it's repetitive. It made my number one for the last episode too, but it's ridiculous.
It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
What are you
No.
gonna do with it once you have it?
Yeah.
Get
No
murdered?
sense at all.
Tickle it.
Yeah.
Tickle it till it tells me the truth.
Man. So ridiculous. All right, Dawn, what's your number one?
Mine is Fatima and Tilly when Fatima is having the conversation about, I was never meant to have a baby. Well, doesn't that tell you something? In a place which seems to prey on your worst nightmares?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm repeating this myself here, but yes, Fatima, think. I don't know, I just wasn't just finding Fatima and this so frustrating, and that is the big thing. Like, if you are be told you're never going to carry a child and you find out you're pregnant in a hellscape, why would you not think this is a hellscape thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just be like, no, it's a miracle. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's not a product of your great love. It's a product
No,
of
it
evil.
is not.
I remember when I first saw the episode and she told Donna that she hadn't told Ellis yet, and she's like,
Yeah.
he's the father, right? And I was like, I don't think he is.
The town is the father.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank goodness. All right, let's go to our bests. Jazz, what's your number five?
It's silly, but the scene at the of Henry grabbing and pulling the door closed and driving into the ambulance is so much. It really reminds me of that meme that's call the ambulance, but not for me. Literally, what he did, he, like, drove right into an ambulance. No, maybe he didn't hit the ambulance. Maybe they just. The whole time I think they hit the ambulance, but that doesn't make sense. I'm sure they hit some other car, but yeah, they like such a crazy move, and it was not a smart move, but it was just funny, and with with very little like humor in this episode,
Yeah.
it made me laugh. So it's my number 5.
Yeah. My number 5 was, other than the weird ass shit that I didn't like with, the after Tabitha started freaking out. It was just everything else was just super cool with Tabitha and Henry. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
her seeing the bracelet and the Joni Mitchell song
Mm.
playing, and and the bottle tree, and it was just super cool. It was super exciting to see all of that.
Yeah.
And I had already been thinking, okay, so for those of you who don't know, and I think that's going to be most of you, because I don't know if we ever really talked about this on the show, I got ripped to shreds during season 3 because we get screeners of the shows in advance. We don't get the entire season.
No, we don't.
Before we even got screeners, I said, and I have it documented because it was in the episode that we did with the movie blog, which we got either right before we got screeners or like right after we got them. And I think I had only watched like the first episode or something. And this was not a popular theory, but I insisted that I think that Tabitha was Miranda in a past
You
life.
said that to me before the end of season 2. I don't
Yeah.
think we talked about it on the show at all, but we were talking about it in messages before you finished season 2.
Yeah, and what got me thinking that is the scene with Tabitha and Jade in the bar
Mm-hmm.
when he showed her the picture of Christopher with Victor in the background.
Yeah.
And he showed it to her, and she immediately was like, "Oh, that's Victor." And he commented, "Wow, you caught that a lot quicker than I did." And that stuck out to me right away.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the moment that got me thinking, I bet she was Miranda. So it was really exciting to see these little things kind of adding into my, playing into my theory. The bracelet, the song, and everything. I was super excited to see all of these little things that were kind of validating.
But then when your theory became right, then people accuse you of spoiling the show, which I think was funny.
My favorite comment that I saw was the podcast that has made my life a living hell for 3 years with harassing me and just being total assholes, posted something on social media about, they were talking about how I was leaking spoiler information, and they're like, everyone knows you didn't come up with that theory. You're not that smart.
Huh.
And so I later posted the video where I talked about that for the first time, that predated us getting screeners. I'm like, I guess I just am that smart then. People were throwing fits and blocking me, saying that I was leaking stuff because I wanted to pretend that I was smart enough to think about this.
I've seen people do that. But it's so much more obvious. We have so much time-stamped material from when you came up with that theory.
Yeah.
It's annoying that people can't just give you the benefit of the doubt. It was such a good, it made sense.
And the people who weren't, and the people who had something to say about it, who weren't tearing me to shreds, were literally screenshotting my posts and cutting my name off and saying, I posted this before they revealed this. This is my post where I shared this theory. I'm like, no, that's mine. Literally stole that from me.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Crazy.
Crazy. But anyway, yeah. So it was cool to get validation, because so many people thought that it was a ridiculous theory. It wasn't a very popular theory at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started seeing all these little things that kind of validated my theory on that, it was really exciting. I liked that. I mean, it was cool. it's cool to see that, the bracelet and everything. John, what about you? What is your...
Yeah, my number 5 is Boyd deciding to make the memory board. I thought, why nobody thought of that before? But I was like,
Yeah.
thank goodness for that, because I think I just assumed they would have, they had something someplace.
Yeah.
In the Walking Dead, the Alexandria, they had the wall. They wrote everybody's names on the wall, and I thought, yeah, that's so lovely, and what a thing for Boyd to think about, and that so much happens in such a short time there. It's so easy to forget people. So it's such a clever and again humanizing that Boyd is so centered on keeping their humanity, not just surviving, but keeping their humanity, and that is a key part of it. Is remembering the people you've lost and who have touched you in some way, and making sure you don't forget them. And by putting it on a board, they can take it with them if if it fits in the tree.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Jazz, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is just Tilly in this episode being so kind to Fatima and offering to help her. I would not have been as nice if I had caught her eating rotten potatoes, I don't think. I'm a pretty nice person most of the time, but I'd have been like, yeah, gross. And even the suggestion that it might be Pica is really thoughtful to try to calm her nerves, because it's obviously a demon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought she was really sweet. I appreciated her being like, you don't have a problem believing that there are monsters in the trees, but you don't want to believe in tarot. Well, where are we drawing the lines here? But yeah, I don't know. I as someone who was previously very suspicious and distrustful of Tilly, from this side of it now, I liked it. I liked her a lot in this episode. I thought she was really sweet and helpful.
Yeah, that's cool. I agree. I was like, I thought I had that on my list and it's not there, but I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. She was my MVP. So my number 4, just all of Ethan's weird ass comments. I loved it. The thing about Tabitha, finding Tabitha's bones, and him asking, is that what Tian Shen looked like?
Yeah.
They're cutting up the meat. Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought it was hilarious. In a very morbid way.
Brutal.
They do a lot of moments like that with Ethan. I remember, was it in the first season where they were going through the drawings? And he held up the really like violent one, and he's like, "What do you think this means?" and Julie and Tabitha were like, "Okay, I think we're done."
I've mentioned it before on this podcast. I did not have a traumatic childhood. I had a very happy childhood, but still, as a 5-year-old, I wrote a story that went, Molly and her dollies went to the beach and found a dead huntsman with no head. Some children are just weird.
I remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
Some children just talk about gore.
Yeah.
And I'm not serial killer.
True.
I mean, my love for Stephen King started at a very young age, like way younger than
it should have been.
I should have. I used to act out some weird shit with my Barbies. Like sometimes I'd switch their heads. I'd pretend that it was like, there were some evil scientists that was like.
My Barbies went on dark adventures. They had miserable times.
Mine were always escaping mutants.
Yeah. I like to.
This is why the 3 of us have been brought together.
Yes. Yeah, I used to mutilate my Barbies. I'm not even lying.
All my Barbies were the weird Barbie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, other kids are going, let's put on a fashion show. And we're going like, it's the apocalypse.
I once
One of
cut
you
off,
has to die if you're going to escape. That's
I once cut off one of my Barbie's hair and like took a red marker and colored her red and made her Annie Lennox.
That's a true 80s moment.
That's awesome.
I did that with the Cabbage Patch Kid too. Because she had a red, she was a redhead, so she had a red scalp, and so I cut her hair off.
Cabbage Patch Annie Lennox.
Cabby Lennox.
Fun fact: a relative of mine sold a house to her. Connection to Annie Lennox.
All right, Dawn. Dawn, it's your turn now, right?
Yeah. So my number 4 is, it's been mentioned already, is back to in the diner with Ethan. I just thought it was so sweet and such a kind of intuitive thing to do, to know that cleaning, for a lot of people, when you're stressed or grief or whatever, that cleaning really helps you. That making order out of chaos is such a soothing thing. And for her to know that that was what Ethan needed, and she would support him and go, right, let's do that, and be there when his parent isn't. I just loved her for that she was so connected into what he needed, and she was going to be the one to do it for him, rather than going, okay, let's get you home or whatever. She just leaned into it, which was just so. And I do really hope we get more from her.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my number 3. So
there we go.
Yeah,
yeah. That's actually my number 3 too.
Damn, all right. Knocked it out. I could say so much good about that scene, but
yeah,
even though it was such a small part, I really loved it.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was really sweet.
I also liked him telling Boyd, maybe we're not getting out of here. Ever think about that?
Yeah. Yeah, like Ethan actually suggesting that they should stop looking for Tabitha.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of crazy. By the way, I was going through a really rough time in 2010, and this was before I was disabled. My dad died, I lost my job, and a few other things happened, like all right after each other. And so I literally every day was on my hands and knees in my apartment, scrubbing the baseboards with a toothbrush. Like, I'm not even kidding. I could not stop cleaning.
It helps.
Yeah.
When my ex that I was with for 11 years said he was thinking of ending the relationship, and then he was away for 5 days. So I had 5 days to sort of just sit with it and wait for what he was going to say. I took apart my keyboard and cleaned it with like cotton buds, Q-tips, and toothpicks. Cleaned every crevice of my keyboard, and that got me through 5 days.
Wow. Project.
My number 3 is Christy. My mouth wants to say Kirsty. Christy and Kenny, when she says to him, whatever happens, you're never going to be alone. I love that scene.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I ship them in a romantic way. I don't particularly, but I just love their relationship, and that moment again, like Boyd and with Jian Chen, she's thinking totally of him, and she just wants to know he's going to be okay, and know that she will always be with him in some way, and all the stuff they've shared won't be for naught. It's for something, and I just love that she was in that moment for him. I think their connection is so special. I know, like, Fatima and Ellis is really sweet, but there's something about Kenny and Christy that I just find really believable, I think is the word.
Yeah,
same.
I'd like to see them in a happy polycule.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
there's only a couple of shows where I've got a thought. You know what? A poly situation here would work out best, and that's one of them.
I feel like I feel like I don't know. I feel like Kenny would feel kind of out of place.
Sitting in the corner watching his girlfriends get it on.
Yeah.
At least at first. But he gets to know Marielle better. You know.
Yeah.
I can't root against the queer couple. Like, I just
No,
can't.
yeah.
And even when, like, Marielle has her problems, it bothers me that people are like, Marielle needs to die so that Kenny can get the girl. And I'm like, she's gay. Like,
Yeah.
she's bi, but I don't want to see that happen. I really
No,
don't.
not at all. Not
No,
at
I
all. I always like one of the things that I love talking about is From had what I felt was like the best queer representation scene ever, and that was when Sarah was spending the night at the clinic, and you've got two queer actors in a scene that reveals that Christy is bisexual.
Mm-hmm. They used
Like,
to
I love
date,
this.
I think.
What's that?
I think they used to date also, those two
Oh, the
actors.
actors, the actresses.
Oh wow.
I've heard that, yeah.
I think I've heard that too. Yeah,
That
yeah,
they
I
like
don't know.
dated before the show, but they
Oh,
they're like friends.
I think I heard that too. I know they hang out a lot together.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I heard that too. I don't know if it's true.
Avery Conrad that plays Sarah just got engaged too, so
Oh yeah,
somebody
yeah,
else.
she did.
Yeah.
Jazz.
yeah,
What
number
is
two.
what's your number 2?
Number 2, Jade telling Dale to shut the fuck up. It made me so happy. The way he delivers it, the fact that someone finally says it in like full on in Dale's face. You shut the fuck up. I love that scene. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I love Jade.
Yeah. I liked that too. That was pretty great. His delivery on that was so great.
My favorite is his delivery on the "fuck this" when he walks away. I wish I could do it justice, but it's so funny the octave he reaches.
His line deliveries are just brilliant. One of my favorites is at the end of season 2 or the end of season 1 when he sees the bus pull up outside the diner, and or no, the line actually happened I think in the first episode of season 2, and he just screams. He's like, "There's a bus outside of the diner!"
There's a fucking bus.
Yeah, that was great. I liked it. Or another one of my favorites was when he was drawing the symbol in one of Kenny's books, and he's like, "What, you want me to write all over the walls like a psychopath?" Because that's exactly what Jim was doing.
Right, and they cut back to Jim right on the walls. I love that.
All right. My number 2 was actually the same. Jade telling Dale to shut the fuck up because
It's a great moment.
It is. Everybody has been wanting to tell Dale to shut the fuck up. And Jade, even though Jade was being very annoying in this episode,
yeah,
it's still great to see him.
It's still justified.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. But god damn it, the dude cannot go anywhere without bringing his flask. My god.
Right.
Seriously. Which is why, he's moving back into the Matthews house. I mean, that's where he was living before, and he's trying to quit drinking now, so he's moving back there. But all right, Dawn, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is the bottle tree sequence of the way that first of all she says, there's what's that noise? And he's like, oh yeah, that's the bottle tree. And the what? and she's like, goes out there, and then oh no, but there's nothing there, and he's like, oh yeah, but that's not the original one. She goes, oh no, what? I love that sort of double reveal of it, because you go, oh, it's a bottle tree. Oh no, it's not. Oh, but wait a minute. I love that movement of suspense, like the roller coaster ride of that was very clever. And of all the things, because we'd already had the reveal of the paintings, you think that's it. That's the big reveal, is that, the previous episode
Mhm.
is the painting. And then you find out, oh no, hang on, there's also the bottle tree. And when, he tells her the story of it and tells her all these things, like, oh yeah, that's all the stuff that's happening there. So, it's all coming true. I thought it was a clever way they moved the suspension about the episode.
Yeah, it was cool. I
Definitely.
have just a random thought that this is kind of, I mean, it's not totally unrelated because it's related to, like, all the clues linking Miranda and Tabitha. But do you guys remember if Jade had ever seen the bracelet at all, or if Tabitha told him about it?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think so. She only shows it to Jim, as far as I
Jim,
can
yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I'm wondering if he would recognize it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, I just had that thought and I wanted to say it.
Oh, that's an interesting thought.
Jazz, what's your number one?
My number one is the only good Dale line ever. But when Jade's complaining and he says, I don't like it here, and Dale says, who the fuck likes it anywhere? It's a goddamn forest full of nightmares. And you're like, you have a point. Nobody's really jazzed to be in the situation.
I really liked his line about yeah, sure, let's go right past the creepy voodoo tower and go sort some veggies.
Sorting veggies, I just thought was a brilliant phrase.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, let's go and harvest. No, let's just sort veggies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, he's got some, he's funny every once in a while. My number one was the end. The cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's my number
That was
one.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I remember just my adrenaline going when I saw the tree, and I was like, oh my god.
I realized that.
Yeah.
Seeing it in the mirror in the windows when they show the front driver, and I'm like, that's the woods. Those are those woods. Ugh.
Yeah, and then, like, you've got so many thoughts going through your head. Like, first of all, oh my god, they're back, and then you're like, holy shit, she's got Henry with her.
Yeah.
With her. Yeah. Like, it was
bunch of red shirts.
Yeah, it was a long wait in between those 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was.
But that, to me, I was thinking, that kind of cliffhanger was good enough to be a season ender, and the fact that this is like, episode 3.
Episode 3, yeah.
Is amazing. That is the kind of thing that other shows would save up to go, right, well,
I thought she would have been out in the real world a lot longer.
Yeah, me too. I didn't see it coming at all. Did not guess this was going to happen.
By the way, one of the comparisons, one of the many comparisons that people have made from an It, Maine,
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Billy on the Street?
Oh yeah. I used to watch that.
He did this one bit where he lists the Stephen King titles and asks you to guess where they're set, and the answer to every one is Maine. So the guy's like, I don't know, Baltimore, no, Maine. California, no, Maine. And he just says, no, Maine, every single card, all the way down till the guy finally picks it up and ends up winning in the end. But it was just, it undid me.
Yeah, he basically he writes his hometown, and well, the town he still lives in. He writes his hometown into every story. Bangor, he just gives it a different name, and he writes himself into every story because there's always the character that's a writer. But with It, it's even greater because, like, I love what he did with It because It had just, the ending is very much hated, and I love what they did with It because because Bill is basically Stephen King.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of references in that
There's
to
that
how like
scene in It Part 2 where Stephen King is the shop owner and
Yes.
he's like, "Oh, that ending of that book sucks."
yeah
It's really funny.
yeah. There's lots of references to how his books have bad endings. It's hilarious. Was that the only cameo that Stephen King ever made?
No, he's in the
As
stand.
far as I know.
Oh, okay. God, it's been
Oh, is
so
he in the
long.
stand?
He's in the stand when they are go to clear the church and of
Okay.
all the dead bodies. He's one of the people that goes and does that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Yeah, I liked his cameo in It Part 2. I thought it was clever. But yeah, so that was that was mine. But you didn't do
Yeah.
yours yet, right?
No, mine was the same. That was my number one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So the ending, just such an exciting ending.
Yeah.
So super cool. And there's of course there's a lot of frustration that comes with that in the beginning of episode 4. It's like the frustration when the audience knows more than the characters and you're
Yeah.
like screaming at the TV. So we
Here comes the fun bit.
we didn't really have a that appropriate of a scene in this episode to do debate club with. So we just picked one where there was someone versus someone and there was clearly a side that nobody would be defending, but we thought it would be fun anyway. So we're doing Jade versus Kenny. With Jade wanting to get the fuck out of there, even though like he wouldn't even reach the Talisman Hut before dark, and Kenny trying to keep him there. Yeah, so I got the easy job this time. I'm defending Kenny. Dawn is defending Jade, and Jazz, you are the judge. Do you have
Right.
a 90-second timer ready?
I'm ready to go.
Let's Dawn, why don't you go first?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Ready, go.
Okay, the thing is that Jade is different from everybody else, so he is allowed to be more childish because he's experienced something that nobody else has there, and that is the dead guy with the knife in his hand and a head. Get it right eventually. And choking him. So there are factors that mean he is having a different experience to everybody else, and although it's putting other people in danger, it's like what we said with Boyd. He's not asking anyone to go after him. If he wants to go off, that's his business, and he's got agency. He's allowed to do that if he wants. So he should be allowed to go off in a huff if he wants and go and pee someplace else. That's just his business. And he's not putting anybody else in danger deliberately, and he is often right. He's often been proved right. He has reason to believe that chances are he's going to be right again. He is smarter than just about everybody else. So even though he is working on instinct at that point, he's right to think, on past experience, I'm getting out of here because everything goes wrong anyway. So what's the difference? That's me. I'm done.
Okay.
All right. You still have 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to use all the time. Yeah, it's just
I'm
let me
just
know
gonna
when I should start.
Restart. All right. Ready?
Yes.
And go.
All right, so Dawn, you bring up a great point that Jade is smarter than everybody else, but he's also drunker than everybody else. And he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing right now because he's also kind of a big baby. He's smart, but he really is kind of a big baby and doesn't handle some of this weird shit very well. And him running off also puts everybody in danger, not just himself. I mean, it puts himself in danger because Kenny is telling him that there's no way that he'll reach the Talisman Hut even before dark. And he's basically saying, I don't give a fuck, I'm getting out of here, because the booze is giving him courage. But also, because Jade is so smart, they need him. And he's a massively important part of the puzzle, and I think people have figured that out by now. And so they need him to survive. They need to keep him safe. But mostly, he's drunk. He's drunk, and he does not know what the fuck he's doing. It's kind of like, yeah, sure. I've never cooked a quiche before, but I'm kind of drunk, so I feel like I could do it.
Time.
I don't know. That's all I got.
I love that. Imagine it was a real court and you just stand up and say, Your Honor, he was very drunk. That's my I read.
It's a good argument.
All right. Who's the winner?
I'm gonna have to give it to Kelly because
Right.
this is accurate. They do need Jade not to die despite his protestations.
Yeah.
It is selfish. Whatever way you cut it, it is selfish to go off on your own because you know people
Oh
are going to
yeah,
laugh at you.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And he knew someone would come after him.
Yeah. And I do still think that totem thing is gonna come back to bite
Come
them.
back to help them. Yeah, me too.
Literally.
Yeah. I mean, he did have a good reason. It's the thing, like they had no other way to get Christy out of that trap. But yeah, I don't think it was good to fuck with that.
Don't like that. Nope.
He could have prized it open with a cabbage.
Yeah, maybe.
Had some lovely coleslaw at the end of it.
Oh man,
It's Christy's blood flavored. You love it.
We've got no meal, but we've got Christy's blood.
Oh god, that looks so painful, man. That looks so
Yeah, it
painful.
really did. It was effective.
Do you guys have anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
I'm good.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we're gonna keep our from season 3 rewatch going every week. And of course, we've got a bunch of other stuff that we cover on the channel. We have some cast interviews with some of the cast members from and Dexter Resurrection and Yellow Jackets, and lots of fun stuff for you to check out. Please leave us a comment and like and subscribe. It helps us so much in the algorithm. And we will talk to you real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.